Hey guys, so for this video, I'll be showing my collection that I have from the Wonder Girls. They are one of my ultimate favorite girl groups of all time. They set a blueprint in K-pop, which I'll later talk about which song did that. And they're just extremely special to me. Even though they disbanded, I will obviously support every single member. And they're very special because I grew up listening to them. They were one of the reasons why I got into K-pop, and their music has just impacted so many girl groups, and they are one of the reasons why K-pop has become a global phenomenon, and why we get to see groups like BTS, Twice, GOT7, EXO, etc. being able to perform abroad. And it's because of girl groups like the Wonder Girls, Brown Eyed Girls, Girls' Generation, Kara. If it wasn't for them, none of this K-pop craze around the world will be happening at the moment. So I really wanted to say an appreciation towards them. It's really sad that they disbanded, but I completely understand their decision, and obviously whatever they do, I will support it. So let's get started to showing what I have from them. So the first thing that I have from the Wonder Girls is their single The Wonder Begins, or maybe just I call it Irony because it features their debut song Irony. And maybe you guys, some obviously Wonderfuls know this, but Hyuna was actually part of the Wonder Girls original night lineup before Yubin was added to the group. So she's right there. So Hyuna was actually part of the Wonder Girls. She was but she left really early on. Okay, so the second thing is their first full-length album, The Wonder Years, and this album is extremely important when it comes to like K-pop history, because it just said that's what I was talking about before. This set a blueprint on just girl group songs becoming huge, because they had the dance, they had this special concept. The catchy chorus is it was a phenomenon, and Tell Me won so many awards. It's still covered till this day. It's at least in the top 10 most iconic K-pop songs of all time. And yeah, it's just a staple and a blueprint, because you get to see how much influence it has done, even with songs that are huge now, with especially Twice. Like, they take a lot of inspiration in the Wonder Girls, with songs like Cheer Up, TT, Knock Knock, Signal, all of those. Those are inspired by Tell Me. It's not completely the same, but you can definitely see where they take that inspiration from. And that's why the Wonder Girls are legendary in K-pop. Then we have their single or mini album. I don't know what to call this, because it's just the lack of songs it contains. So this is So Hot. This was another hit for the Wonder Girls. They had a trilogy of hits with Tell Me, So Hot, and Nobody, which were huge hits back in the day. So this only has 3 songs, and it has Tell Me with the rap version, which includes Yubin in it. And the music video is really funny. Another K-pop song that everyone should listen to. And of course, you can't leave out their probably, I would say, either Tell Me or Nobody is their signature song. I mean, Tell Me or Nobody, yeah, that's and this is another, I guess, single/mini album. It doesn't really contain that many songs. It contains Nobody, I Tried, and Saying I Love You, and then a bunch of remixes and instrumentals. So I hate the packaging because it could get damaged pretty easily, but the concept is timeless, to be honest. And it's just so nostalgic to look at it. And then we got their, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4th single, or 2 different tiers. They still kept that retro concept. This wasn't a huge hit, I would say. It did really well, but they took a break and went to America to record a English album, which was never released. And then they came back with this, and it did okay, but didn't really take off like their previous songs. But still a catchy song. It doesn't contain that many. Well, it doesn't contain any new songs. It just has 2 different tiers and a bunch of different versions of older songs. So we got an English version of 2 different tiers, an English version of Tell Me, an English version of So Hot, and an English version of Nobody. So at least this is a good compilation of their older hits. But regardless, I wanted this in my collection. And then probably my favorite release from them ever, Wonder Girls' Wonder World. This is a limited edition, and honestly, this album is pure perfection. Every single track is amazing. JYP and the Wonder Girls did an amazing job with this, because we got GNO, which is a fantastic dance song, Be My Baby, signature Wonder Girls with JYP collaboration. Mien is a cover of an older song released in Korea, but it has a rocker feelish, and this was actually part of the teasers, and everyone, a full music video for Mien is an amazing song. Sweet Dreams, very catchy. Stop, amazing. Girls, really good. Dear Boy, it's just every single song in here. Act Cool, which is like Lim's solo with Sunny featuring in it, and I just recommend everyone to listen to this because it has no skips, and I love the packaging for this. I don't know if you can, let's see, but it pops up like this, and we got the Wonder Girls. Let's see, yeah, there they are. And you get a t-shirt, and the regular edition of the album. So it comes with good extras, but I'm glad that I have the limited edition, because this is my favorite album from the Wonder Girls, and I can listen to this anytime. I would never get tired of it. And then we got Wonder Party, which I would say it's my least favorite release from them. It's not bad, but if there's anything that I would skip from the Wonder Girls, if they ever come up on my playlist, is the songs from Wonder Party. Like, this is a really catchy song, but it doesn't do anything for me. I like that it has the song "The DJ Is Mine," which was the song they promoted for their movie in the US. But other than that, this mini doesn't do much for me. It's good, but when you compare it to this, it's just really forgettable. And then they went on a long hiatus, and returned with their amazing album, their full-length album, Reboot. And of course, they came back harder than ever. This is my second favorite release from the Wonder Girls. Every single song here is amazing. That's all I can say. And the packaging is really interesting. It's like a magazine. You got stickers. The photos are amazing. The sound is... JYP did such a great job with the Wonder Girls. I'm gonna miss them so much. And then their last physical release, Why So Lonely. So at least they ended things on a good, on the right foot. They did release like a goodbye single, but that didn't. I honestly don't even count that. It was nice to hear the last song from them, but Why So Lonely was a huge hit. So you can't say that they were flopping, and that's why they stopped releasing music, because they were not flopping. And actually, the Wonder Girls never had a flop. But this is the Yupin cover. There's 4 different covers, and yeah, so I'm gonna miss them so much. But this the single was really good. I was actually looking forward to at least getting a mini album, but we just got a single. And then the last thing that I have is, part part of the Wonder Girls because she's a member, and it's Sunmi's mini album, Full Moon. And when this came out, when 24 Hours came out, I was so pissed that she only had like a digital single because I wanted a physical copy. And then they announced that she was coming back with Full Moon, and they include 24 Hours in here. And this mini album is so good, so well produced. I love Full Moon. I was actually really looking forward to having Lena on, like, Six Mix was the original lineup that was going to be JYP's girl group. So if you're a Twice fan, fun fact, this girl was actually supposed to be part of Twice or Six Mix, but that project was scrapped and they did that reality show. Yeah, so I really liked her rapping. I think she would have made a great addition to Twice, because not to like hate on like Dahyun or Chaeyoung, but if this girl would have been in the group, she would have added a lot more fierceness to the raps. But you know, things happen for a reason, and she completely quit K-pop as a whole. So if you want to look into that, just look up her interviews. But yeah, this was a good song. I mean, a good release from them. So technically, the only thing I'm missing from the Wonder Girls is Yenny's solo release. Or it's under Heartfelt. So I don't know when I'll get that, but right now I'm happy with everything that I have from the Wonder Girls. They do have some like Japanese things that I might dive towards getting. Who knows? We'll see how that. We'll see if I do an updated collection for the Wonder Girls. Maybe you guys will see that. But I'm really happy just with their Korean stuff. I'm extremely proud of what they've done in K-pop, and that before they like officially disbanded, we did get these 2 releases, and even those 2 made huge impact on K-pop music. So other than that, if you have any other questions or if you want a certain video, comment down below. If you're interested on what other albums or other groups that I have, look through my channel. I collect both girl groups and boy groups, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and look forward to more collection videos. Bye.